Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play the Days Before Christmas. In the last episode, we started the game, we took on the first 6 levels, and we also dropped off some presents in England as well. Now it's time to go through 6 more levels, drop off some more presents, and see what else the game has left to offer. We stopped at the flooded basement last time, and now it's time to take it on. Be sure that when you unpause, you're not holding any buttons on the control pad, otherwise the game will not unpause until you let go of them. Yeah, it's just the game being weird like that. And I'm going to forego invincibility so I can get some presents out of some scuba mice that move back and forth, and some spiders that move up and down. I'll definitely be needing them. And you definitely don't want to go too far too quickly, because you never know if you'll run into a bottomless pit or an enemy you weren't aware of. And there's an elf. And there's a continue point. Now, there's a platform there. Some of them will come in and out of the walls, others will just move back and forth or up and down. You also have the water here once you reach that first platform. And that red gift box had a electroshock guy in there. And you want to be careful with these platforms because you never know when they might trip you up. You can actually skip that second platform, believe it or not. And now you can see why I don't like some of these platforms. And of course, whenever you die, expect to see these screens pop up over and over again. As much as I like them, I don't want to see them over and over again. At least there's only one per level. And I know how special they are, but it does get annoying after a while. Now let's try to be more careful on these platforms. And I need to remember there's no platforms at that gap. This one, on the other hand. Alright. Whoa. Good thing I double back there. Now I can actually do this with these. And there's an extra life to make up for the one that we lost. And you want to be careful with the water at that point, especially if it gets a little high, because there's a good chance it might actually kill you. Yes, you can drown that water and die instantly. You don't even get like a little timer like on Sonic the Hedgehog. And after that last set of platforms, we have finally reached the goal. And we are now on level 8, Wood Factory. Yes, we will be jumping on worms. Also get used to hearing this music a lot after this point in the game. I mean, I heard it fairly commonly throughout the second 6 levels. And new enemy there, the worm. They just move back and forth. Also new gameplay mechanic in the conveyor belt floors. Pay attention to where the fields are moving so that you'll know where direction they'll take you in. And we do have a choice of either going to the top or to the bottom. I'm gonna go to the top first. Barely made that jump, but it was so worth it. And you're gonna drop straight down there. Anti-claws invincibility if you need it. But you're better off taking the bottom route anyway, so that way you can better see this heart platform. That's another new gameplay mechanic too. These little heart platforms that just move up and down. I like them. And you want to time yourself carefully so you can get on that second platform with ease. And I just took some dumb damage from running into that worm. Don't forget that the conveyor belts not only affect your movements, but also those of the enemies as well. They do move slowly against the grain of the conveyor belt, just like you do. And I want to get that thing off. Okay, no, I'm going to have to wait. There we go. And I thought I wouldn't make that jump. And that guy just went straight through me, and I don't know why. I guess this is because he was going faster than normal, and it couldn't trigger the hitbox on me in time. That was very strange. And I think there's a set of 3 heart platforms here. Want to wait on that second one. And there's another mechanic somewhere in near the end of the stage. I'll mention that too. You definitely want to go to the lower path here and wait. That way you can get this platform to show up on screen. Also, I want to keep going back and forth on this edge here so I can get these platforms to show up. Actually, should I look down? I should look down. There we go. That kind of helped out with that, I think. And I also managed to get that to fall through the wall there. And there's that mechanic I was talking about earlier. Some of these low walls have a boxing glove that will punch you very far to the back there like that. And it does knock you quite a far ways back a little bit. And it can take you by surprise if you're not ready. Also, you want to be careful with some of the platforms in this game too. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz, but not as bad, but you still want to be careful. Sometimes you can phase through the edges. It's not perfect, but at least it's not as dead center as Wizard of Oz was. And if you keep up with my channel, you know how bad that game was. Oh boy. And I'm taking a lot of dumb hits here. And if I take another one, I am a goner. And I want to look down here. There's the platform. Okay. There should be another one. And it's kind of out of the way there. The momentum with the jumping takes a lot of getting used to. You can actually go quite far with your jumps. And instead of 4 this time, that's something right there. Thankfully, I think that should be the last of the platforms. And a hit at the very end. Don't know why I need it, but I'll take it. It still gives me points. And that is the wood factory finished. Now it is time for level 9. Magic Cave. We are in yet another cave. And we'll definitely be seeing some new enemies in this area as well. I'll mention them when we see them. Let's rescue another elf. And we got those guys that just move back and forth. They are pretty quick though. Also, you have these little toy army tanks. They do shoot projectiles at you if you're lined up with them and you give them enough time to attack you. It feels a bit random. Also, those rock enemies, I do not like them at all because you can't kill them and you have to get under them as soon as they come to life when you get close enough, though that way, 1, they don't hit you, and 2, you can run completely under them and, well, get away from them. Not even Anti-Claws will destroy these guys, which can be annoying. And there's another one of those stupid rocks. You can tell because they have those faces even when their eyes are shut and they're just sitting there. And we have another 100 presents. And I thought I could duck under that guy, but I could not. I may be losing quite a few lives in this section of levels. Get on this platform, get him to move. And that guy just got away from me and just headed up on the other platform, and I do not like that either. Okay, he decided to kill himself. Yeah, notice that one part near the ledge is a little lighter than the others. If we run into that, it actually knocks us back even more than that boxing glove from the last level, and I do not like that at all. And I'm surprised I was able to leap onto that platform. Also, that tank should have hit me. It should have hit me. Don't know why it did. Or did not, or whatever. And we got some cloud platforms to jump on. After that, continue bell. And another bomb. And despite what the opening art wants you to think, those little rock formations do nothing. And we just got knocked back again. Also, the music is really good here. And I do not like that top one because that's the one with the rock in it. I was trying not to hit that. Apparently I failed in that endeavor. And, apparently there's a delay in me hitting him. But I think we are now at the end. Yes, we are. Being very overly cautious even near the end because getting these levels memorized does take some time. And it's now time for level 10, which is the Steel Factory. More platforming skills being put to the test in this music again. When I land dead center ish on the platform, especially these. New enemy here, the race cars that go back and forth. And I want to hit that from far away so I can trigger that bomb and get it to go off without me even being near it. And you also get the helicopters too. Race cars go back and forth pretty quickly, while the helicopters just move around like the birds from the second level, I think? Somewhere from the first 6 levels. And I nearly bit the bullet there. And there's an elf. Good. Also, you want to look down whenever you need to, so that way you can see some of these platforms. That way you don't feel like you're taking a lot of blind leaps to places that you want to go to. I know I had to earlier. And that stomp is coming in really handy. Don't forget, you can double tap the jump button to stomp on enemies and hit them with a jump attack. And what else is there? There's not really much that set this level apart from the other ones that we've been to so far. Again, you don't want to... Oh yeah, these platforms, the little steel pipe platforms. You want to be careful with those too, because they can be rather finicky if you're not dead center on like the center of them. Just like all the rest of the platforms in the game. At least, again, it's not as bad as Wizard of Oz, but... And I keep making that comparison, but... Again, it's not as bad as Wizard of Oz. Also, the heart platforms come back too. And I thought I would not hit that guy. Ah, we can just leap back down right here. Barely saw the edge of that platform. Barely saw those guys coming. And it still feels like even after they shoot me that there's a bit of a delay between them dying after those projectiles hit them. Oh, there we go. Ducking down once again. There's another platform there, but unless you look down, you probably wouldn't figure it out. At least not right away. Like I said in the last video, you definitely want to make a habit out of looking up and down with the control pad. And I believe you want to look down to get that heart platform to show up on screen. It's a bit of a doozy. You do have to do that on that second to last platform, but it's totally worth it. As short as that platform is, with all the conveyor belts rearing their ugly heads and whatnot. And this is the end of the level, but I do want to get some things before I go. Such as those 2 boxes right there. The bottom road leads to nothing. Just showing that off because I can. And here's level 11. The Timekeeper. The Timekeeper is nothing more than just some huge clock, huge sentient clock. What you have to do is get close to the guy so he stops throwing gears at you. and you want to either stomp on the guy or throw your magic at him. As he keeps going up and down this ramp. And you may take a hit if you try to coax him out. More than likely you will. But this guy does take 7 hits. You'll more than likely take 2 hits minimum to get rid of this guy. And that's pretty much it for the Timekeeper. Kinda hard to get him in that attack pattern where he rolls up and down the ramp so you can hit him, because more likely than not you have a hard time escaping his lunge towards the ramp without taking a hit, but it's definitely doable. Still not a hard boss. Now it's time for another trip on the sleigh through a country, and this time we are going over Russia. And this one, you'll be moving some more running around, some more movement than you did in England because of these things, these little space satellites. And they are rather big and they take up a lot of room while moving, so you want to be very careful. You can only go as far as a reindeer can go. If the reindeers touch the edge of the screen, you can't move any further at that point. So you want to keep that in mind. And let's see if I can hit all these chimneys. There's no penalty if I don't, but I want to make sure I can do it. I want to see if I can do it at least. And we shouldn't be too far away from the end of the level if the onion domes were any proof of that, and I just managed to miss one. Oh well. And we're pretty much at the end now, I think. That's the last... No. That was... No, this is the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. Okay. I knew there was a few more after more of those onion gnomes. And that is the second password, SLJFT, in case you're wanting to follow along. And level 13. Winter Waters, and I really like the art for this one. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where I take on levels 13 through 18. So until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!